Hi, I'm Dan from the Literary Gladiators, and today I'm doing Origin, the True Story of Wolverine. This is the story that tells us where Wolverine came from. For the longest time in the comics, we didn't know who Wolverine... Well, we knew who he was, but we didn't really know his true backstory. For most of the story, he had amnesia until that was fixed in House of M, where he got his memories back. This one tells us exactly what his life was. Turns out, he's actually way older than we thought he was. He was actually born in the 1800s, and lived a pretty, well, normal life in a big house. And he ends up killing his real dad, and a bunch of other stuff happens. And it shows how he got amnesia from a pretty serious blow to the head. And with his healing factor, he also kind of blocked out any things he remembered. We also meet another character called Dog, who is Logan's half-brother, who ends up actually hating him. And it kind of shows a few other things of Wolverine's life, like why he's so attracted to Jean Grey, because the original caretaker of him, named Rose, had red hair, and looks a lot like Jean Grey. This story is actually pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. It does not have a happy ending for Wolverine. I would have to say that. And it kind of shows you truly the man that he was before he became what is now known. Here he has bone claws, and he doesn't have the adamantium yet, because this takes place before Weapon X. And honestly, Origin is one of the few comics that I was not able to put down once I started reading. I kept reading it, and even though I said, I'm going to stop here for tonight, I wanted to keep on reading it. And I was done with the book in 2 days. However, Origin is only the first part of this one. Origin 2 takes place after. Now, the artist for this is the same as the artist in the first one. However, the person who wrote the story is a little different. As you can see, it's Kieron Gillen who wrote the story in this one. It's not clear on who wrote the story for this one. This one takes place after the events of Origin, and Origin 2 picks up right after that. Here, we see Logan in more of his animalistic side, and why he turned away from society the way he did, and went to go live off in the wilderness with wolves and stuff like that. It's actually kind of cool to see him act like a wild animal, for a bit, because we all know Wolverine to be kind of savage in the way he fights. So this kind of shows him of how he got that animalistic way, you know, because he's afraid of society, so he doesn't want to go back, because also he's a mutant, and people don't really understand mutants. Even in the 1800s, people don't really like mutants. And that's kind of a central theme for most X-Men. Here we learn how he meets Mr. Sinister, and how the rivalry between him and Sabretooth, that's right, Sabretooth is in the story, and how their rivalry began. We actually get to see how he met Victor Creed, and let me just tell you, it's not like the movie. Chris and the movie sucked, but this book is really good. If you ever get a chance, definitely read Origin and Origin 2. They're pretty good. I definitely recommend them. So, if you want to read them out, be sure to check them out. I could probably find some links on where to buy them, because, trust me, trying to find these were actually very difficult for me. So, that does it for here at Literary Gladiators. Until next time, keep reading.